Race number 3 on the card is the Red Anchor Stakes, and I'm going with the Chris Waller trained Great Barrier Reef. Now, this horse was luckless last start. Didn't have the best of luck at a key stage when racing at Flemington and coming out of a strong race, which was won by Giga Kick, who's subsequently gone on to win the Everest. I think he's got terrific form, and now he comes up in distance to the 1200 metres, which should suit. So that is a yay, definitely, for Great Barrier Reef. Another horse that I'm entertaining is Shalade. I'm going to have 2 bets in this contest, and he's on the quick backup. He raced really well last Wednesday. He can settle up on speed, and he maps really well on wet ground. So there's a number of factors here that are very positive also for Shalade. For all the form factors, make sure you head to the racing.com website or the PointsBet app. Race number 5 on the card is the Phillies Classic, and it's fair to say this race hasn't come up that strong this year, and as a result, I'm keen to be with Do It La. She comes out of a stronger race, so she's down in grade here, and she finds a very good opportunity to win. I like the trainer and jockey combination with Luke Nolan and Peter Moonee, and she settles up on speed, which should give her a good advantage on the weekend. For that reason, she is a big yay. The horse that I'm keen to bet against is Climbing Star. Now, I think she's a talent, but I don't like the setup coming up in distance from 12 to 1600 metres. She does have really good closing sectionals, and she looks to be a stylish mover, but I just think the run missed last Saturday at Caulfield is going to make her task a little difficult here, jumping sharply in distance. For all the form factors, head to the racing.com website or the PointsBet app. Race number 8 on the program is the Moonee Valley Gold Cup, and I'm going with the Chris Waller trained Francesco Guardi. Now, it's fair to say this horse was luckless last start, and if you have a look at the replay of his effort in the Bart Cummings, he nearly got knocked down at a key stage, and then in the home straight, he was still held up for a run before flashing late and hitting the line strongly. He now gets a leading jockey in James McDonald in the saddle, and I think that's a key factor with the horse on the weekend. The query with him is he is a back marker and he is drawn barrier 2, so he might end up back in the field again in a tricky position, but I'm hoping that James McDonald can navigate a path, and if he runs up to his last performance, he's going to be extremely hard to beat. My Neigh in this race is Persan. Now, it has been a while since he has won. I understand that he's dropping in weight, and he does map really well for a horse who can now get towards a peak fitness. But I do think he's questionable at the price, and I'm prepared to bet against Persan on Saturday. For all the form factors, head to the racing.com website or the PointsBet app. Race number 9 on the card is the big one. It is the WS Cox Plate, and I'm going with the favourite in Animo. He's beaten a number of his key rivals, including last start in the Might and Power Stakes, where he wobbled around the bend at Caulfield. He looked in an awful position, but he managed to lift himself up off the canvas and still win. I like the trainer-jockey combination here with James McDonald riding for James Cummings. They seem to get it right with this horse, and they know when he's at his best. His starting price profile has been very short right the way through the campaign, which gives you confidence that the market has been strong in the corner of this horse, and I think they will be again on Saturday. I'm going against Zaki, and for that reason, he is a nay. I'm not convinced the inside barrier is going to be the place to be by race number 9 on Saturday afternoon. We're going to have a meeting on Friday night, plus the potential of rain could really make that inferior ground down for those with inside draws. The positives are he should be now reaching his peak fitness, and he does settle up on speed, but I thought he had his chance to beat Animo last time out, and he couldn't do it. For all the form factors, head to the racing.com website or the PointsBet app.
Race 4, it's a benchmark 78 over the mile. My yay horse, Naval Seal. He's been trialling up very nicely under minimal effort. If you weren't looking for him in the heats, you might have just missed him. The last time we saw him on race day, Willie Pike was aboard and he won. Guess who's aboard today? Willie is back. Rain forecast, heavy track conditions, they suit Naval Seal down to a T. My Neigh horse, Mahogany, touch wood I'm right about those form factors. He is down in class, but he's a back marker. There's not a lot of speed on paper here. That worries me. With that said, I think he's under the odds. For all the form factors, head over to racing.com or the PointsBet app. Race 5, it's a handicap over the mile, and it's a yay for Yee. He's had a freshen up since failing to beat a runner home in the Newcastle Cup. Jumped 2 runs back. He's only 2 lengths off subsequent Caulfield Cup winner Durston. Had a quiet trial between runs. Gets the wet track conditions to suit. Yee appeals at a price. Diamil, the race favourite, is a distance specialist, is fitter third up, but another back marker. And again, I'm worried about the tempo of the race, which I think makes him vulnerable at the price. So it's a yay for yee. For all the form factors, head over to racing.com or the PointsBet app. Race 6, it's the Bryant Crowley Stakes for the 3-year-olds over 1,200 metres. My yay horse, Willinga Beast. Good form around her, placed in the Roman Console last start and has form around Flight Stakes winner Zugotcha via the T Rose. She's ready to peak 5th up and she's been subject to early market support. The punters think she can get the job done and so do I. Plenty of positive form factors about her. Coat, however, is a last start winner, but there's more depth to this race and the wide draw. He's a horse that likes to lead and dictate from the front. I don't think he'll have that luxury from out there. He'll be doing a lot of early work. For all the form factors, head over to racing.com or the PointsBet app. And the lucky last on the card, race 10, a benchmark 88 over 1,200 metres. Samoot is my yay horse. She's coming off a last start win when second up, so she'll be even fitter third up. Gets a senior jockey aboard this time around in Brent and Avdulla. No knock on Dylan Gibbons, but in a harder race, a senior jockey can be the key to her winning chances. And a bonus form factor, we're getting a price to find out how she'll run. My Neigh horse, race favourite Clemenceau, third up, fitter for the starting price profilers. He's gone around as favourite in 7 out of 8 career runs to date. I just think that wide draw is a bit of a knock, and having a claimer on, you offset the weight, but that means you also trade that off for a senior jockey. He's my Neigh horse. For all the form factors, head over to racing.com or the PointsBet app.